Even though the garden's not ready yet, we still found some other edible plants on the island.
If you're the kind of person who's into real people, real grit, and real survival, not just fancy edits and scripted drama, then chances are you've come across Alaskan Bush People. And if you've been wondering, yo, where'd they go? What happened after the cameras stopped rolling? You're in the right place. Because what's gone down since the show hit pause? Man, it's a lot. Let's get into the real story of the Brown family, how they've changed, what they've survived, and where they are now in 2023 and beyond. Back in the day, when the show first dropped in 2014, it wasn't your average reality show. Nah, this was raw. A family of 9, living deep in the Alaskan wilderness, building huts out of wood, fishing for their food, and learning to survive off the grid. No cell phones, no internet, just cold nights, bear tracks, and family loyalty. The Browns weren't just surviving. They were showing us what that life really looks like when you trade comfort for connection. Billy Brown, the heart of it all. Let's start with the man that held it down, Billy Brown. He wasn't just the patriarch, he was the soul of the show. A guy who believed in living free, raising his kids wild, and building a life that didn't depend on modern society. But in 2021, the family took a hit nobody was ready for. Billy passed away after suffering a seizure at the family's North Star Ranch in Washington. He was 68. His son Bear broke the news on social media. He lived his life on his terms, off the grid and on the land. We'll honor that legacy. And ever since, that loss has shaped everything that came after. Amora, Amy Brown, the matriarch's battle. Amy, Billy's wife and the emotional backbone of the family. She's been fighting her own war. Diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer back in 2017, she was given a 3% chance to live. But she beat the odds. She went into remission, and that story became a whole turning point in the series. Her illness forced the family to leave Alaska for California, but she never lost that pioneer spirit. Even now, Amy's out here hiking, smiling, and posting updates for her fans. She's still living in the light, sharing positivity, and proving she's tougher than most. Matt Brown, the oldest, on his own path. Matt, Billy and Amy's oldest, took a different route. After facing struggles with alcohol and a scary accident, Matt checked into rehab and stepped away from the show. He's since built a quiet life in California, where he runs a YouTube channel with raw, honest takes on life after TV. No glitz, no glam, just Matt, speaking his truth. Bam Bam Brown, the private one with a big heart. Bam Bam always kept to himself, but he surprised fans when he went public about his longtime relationship with Allison Kagan, a producer from the show. Together, they've renovated a ferry boat and built a low-key life, far from the chaos. He's still close to the family, but stays quiet, real quiet, about his personal life. Bear Brown, the wild one. Turned dad Bear's always been the adrenaline junkie, the tracker, the wilderness guy. But 2020 changed everything. He became a dad. His son River brought out a whole new side of him. Now, Bear's navigating fatherhood, co-parenting with his ex, Raven Adams. It hasn't been smooth. They've had legal issues, breakups, and even a restraining order. But through it all, Bear shows up for his kid and still holds down his love for nature, filming his own mini-movies on the side. Gabe Brown, the family man. Gabe went from rugged wilderness guy to proud dad. After marrying Raquel Rose in 2019, they had 2 kids and stepped into a quieter, more grounded life. He still pops up in family posts, still rocks that heavy beard, but you can tell, his focus is home now. That's the real deal for him. Noah Brown, building, loving, and letting go. Noah always had a different vibe, more techie, more builder brain. He married Rain Alicia in 2018, had 2 kids, and brought a new generation into the fold. But in 2025, they split after 6 years. The breakup shocked fans. They even posted a TikTok video together, keeping it respectful but real. We're taking a break. We're no longer together. You could feel the maturity in how they handled it, but you could also feel the weight. Snowbird, the quiet fighter. And then there's Snowbird. She's the eldest daughter, known for loving nature, animals, and keeping to herself. But in 2022, she faced a terrifying health scare. 2 massive tumors removed from her abdomen. She went through it privately, off camera, and bravely. She's since been recovering, still crafting on her Etsy shop, still hiking, still sharing quiet updates online. If there's one word for Snowbird, it's resilient. So, where's the show now? Fans thought Alaskan Bush People was gone for good, but Bear clarified in 2025, it's not canceled, it's on pause, a hiatus. The Browns are still out there, living life facing storms, building their own paths. They've had losses. They've had love. They've had moments where things looked like they'd fall apart, and somehow they held on. Because at the end of the day, Alaskan Bush People was never about survival shows or shock value. It was about a family that dared to live differently, that dared to keep going, off the grid, off the script, and straight from the heart. And if you ask me, that story ain't done yet.